So, what, we actually get naked?
Yes. Frying pans, who knew, right?
So, what are we doing today?
Today we are talking about Frozen and Tangled and why Tangled is the better movie. Go ahead, leave. All you diehard Frozen fans, go ahead and leave, because you're not going to like this video.
Yeah.
No. As you can see, I'm fan Tangled.
To me, Tangled was just a better movie. It was funnier, it had more memorable characters in it. You actually, well, I'm not going to say you didn't care about the characters in both movies, but there was actually even touching parts in Tangled to me with the mother and the father when they actually get to meet their daughter for the first time when she was an adult.
Yeah, and when they're on the boat and all the lanterns are going around and all of that. I still remember the song.
But I mean, to say that though, the Frozen obviously had the two big selling songs that everybody remembers.
Yeah.
Let It Go and
Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
And I think the story itself was better in Frozen. I mean, just the end where the two sisters form an act of true love together and they didn't have to rely on the man.
Yeah.
That was definitely an interesting twist on
Of course,
Disney.
you do realize that pretty much all movies now are going to use that excuse, right?
I doubt it, because people see that right off the bat.
Yeah, I can't say a movie that I know of off the top of my head that did that after Frozen, because you're here.
Well, they haven't had much time to do it yet.
Well, I can already think of a movie where they did that.
What do you mean?
You haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay, so anyway, I thought Tangled, it was hilarious. Tangled was funny all throughout. Maximus and Flynn Rider together, that was hilarious. Pascal and Flynn Rider together. Rapunzel and Flynn Rider together. Flynn Rider was funny when he was with the other characters, but he was also did have his moments otherwise, including this scene.
He was a rascal with a, flippant twist.
With a sad backstory to mix it all up.
Yeah. They always do.
Yeah.
But, just the characters shine through in those. Every time they got together and they were talking to the banner together, it was lively and it felt, genuine. To me, Frozen it was like a musical. It was so...
It was a musical. It was made to be a musical.
I understand, but most... Tangled had music in it as well. It had songs.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like a musical.
Yeah. It felt like a Disney movie.
Right. Frozen felt like it was staged out exactly like a musical.
Which I don't mind. I liked it for that. Like, I really enjoyed the songs. And I liked all of the songs that they had in that movie.
The only one, I only remember the two songs. The Olaf song, I don't really remember. And that's the only other song I can remember.
Okay, there's Let It Go, which is a fantastic song.
Right.
There's Do You Want to Build a Snowman, which was also pretty fun to listen to. There's Love is an Open Door. That's probably the least memorable one, is Love is an Open Door.
Okay.
Where Hans and Anna are singing to each other about the thing. And then there's In Summer, which was Olaf and the Snowman. Then there was the I forgot what it was called. It was with the trolls.
Oh yeah.
It was Fixer Upper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was one.
I liked all of them. Oh, and in the first time and forever.
But honestly, I don't know any of the songs from Tangled either. But I didn't care. I didn't really care about the songs. To me, the songs were just kind of like,
a bit of ballet.
It was developing the moment between the characters.
Yeah.
That's all I care about when it comes to that kind of stuff. Anyways, the music's just second hand to me.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about what the characters are doing and what the story is like.
Yeah. Which, also, the thing with Frozen is it didn't really have a bad guy. Well, it had a bad...
It did at the end.
It had a bad guy, but for once we're not going to be saying spoilers in this video. But it had a bad guy, but it not really. Well, not until the end.
They wanted to make Elsa the bad guy. but she was just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Which was kind of an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah.
But you weren't rooting against her. And like you said, to your point, there's no bad guy until the very end, and by then the movie was basically over.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's sort of like, oh, it's gonna end, and then suddenly it's just like, oh, hey, suddenly a bad guy appears.
Whereas Rapunzel's mother is just evil incarnate.
Yeah.
I mean, she was everything bad and evil you can think of in a woman.
She manipulated Rapunzel her entire life into thinking that she was her mother. Mm-hmm. Making her think that she loves her. Mm-hmm. Making her think all this stuff. That you're really cheering on Rapunzel at the end when her mother gets her comeuppance. Yeah. Pretty much.
It was strange to actually see it that way, but at the same time you already knew that she wasn't the mother. And she was tricking her. It might have been different if the audience didn't realize that she wasn't.
Of course, if the audience didn't realize, they probably would have not liked it as much.
Yeah, that would have been kind of a different way of doing it.
Well, of course, the way if they were to do that, it would actually kind of work.
Man,
because the way
Cinderella had the stepmother that was like that.
Yeah, but the way they were acting, she was acting throughout the movie, they can edit out the parts where it shows her being a bad guy and make it look like she's just a mother trying to find Rapunzel. So, yeah, Tangled has more depth to it.
Right.
It has more possibilities. Well, Frozen, it was a good movie.
And the thing about Frozen is, where the hell did she get the powers from to begin with? She's...
Where did the flower come from?
She just can do that stuff. I'm like, what? I mean, at least in Tangled, it came from a flower. I mean...
And from that flower came a sunbeam thing.
I mean...
So...
I mean... I don't know. The other fact is they went straight to the trolls because the trolls knew. Because, everybody goes to a troll to figure out what's wrong with your mysteriously powered child. Let's go to the trolls!
Okay. Also, the parents were idiots. Elsa and Anna's parents were idiots. They decided, the troll at the very beginning said, fear will consume you.
Who goes to a troll? They're under a bridge. They're going to eat you up.
They're love experts.
Yeah, that too.
They're love experts. Come on.
Yeah, another different twist on things. The trolls are the good guys. It's such an odd movie. It's still a good movie. You can go along with it. You can watch it for what it is. But and Tangled just never got the respect that it really deserved, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought Tangled was the much better movie. I think Tangled deserved being the number one, not Frozen.
In my opinion, Tangled actually reminds me a lot of another Disney movie that nobody really remembers. But it was extraordinary because it told things in a different story timeline, which was Emperor's New Groove.
I loved that movie.
It had a different kind of narrator through it. It was kind of disjointed in the storytelling. You didn't really like the protagonist in it.
That's because he's David Spade.
Well, yeah, but it was a new way of presenting it. The characters were so alive in that movie.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of what they did with Tangled.
When you say Tangled, remind you more of what they did with Emperor's New Groove? Because you just made it sound like Tangled came first.
Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I said before, Frozen just felt like a musical being rehashed.
Yeah.
And me, I like originality.
Yeah.
If I keep seeing the same thing over and over again, it just...
Yeah.
Of course, I shouldn't say that. Like I said before, also a Frozen, it had a different kind of ending. It made it where there wasn't really a villain, but there was a villain.
Yeah.
It did some different elements there, but it's not like you hadn't seen it before.
Which, so... pretty much rewatchability.
Well, they're both rewatchable.
Yes, with Tangled, I know I'm going to be going back to it again and again. Well, Frozen, I will go back to it, but probably on a really hot day.
Nice. Yeah. Well, Disney's rewatchable anyways, but I'd rather watch Tangled than the Frozen.
Yes.
So there you go. That's how you have it. Frying pan, too now.
Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.